Democrats also spending a lot of time, instead of trying to move the country forward, throwing rocks at the president over this deal on Mexico, which they were complaining beforehand about the threat of tariffs. Then tariffs don't happen. The president gets Mexico to move on border security. They're still not happy.
Well, and you talk about what the Democrats bring to the table. Mexico bringing to the table 6,000 new National Guard troops on their southern border. That, as we've pointed out many times, is a big deal. And, of course, an agreement to let or to keep more of these migrants in Mexico while their asylum claims play out. But for Speaker Pelosi, that doesn't seem to be enough. Listen.
This is her statement.
She actually has a statement. And President Trump undermined America's preeminent leadership role in the world by recklessly threatening to impose tariffs on our close friend and neighbor to the south. Threats and temper tantrums are no way to negotiate foreign policy. And, you know, I would toss that back to Nancy and say, well, what is a way? Because you've done nothing. We have this huge crisis at the border, and you've sat there and you've obstructed. First, you denied that there was a crisis, and then you refused to do anything about it. And you're obstructing a president who's trying to solve the problem. So when you have a problem with what's been put on the table in this deal, I'd like specifics as to what you would have done differently, because last I checked, that answer was nothing. You did nothing.
Here's the problem, too. It undermines the president's leadership on this, because what she's really pointing to is the fact that the administration, I was part of this all week long reporting on it. I was with the foreign minister of Mexico, Marcelo Ebrard, every single day talking to him. We have said that we're glad we have this progress, but tariffs are still on the table if we don't actually see some tangible results. And so Speaker Pelosi undermining the president's stick.
Name dropper, notice that? I was with the foreign minister.
Yes,
I know all about this.
fancy.
No, I'm kidding.
No,
You're reporting on the story all week. Corey Lewandowski, the president's former campaign manager, all over this last night with Judge Jeanine saying, look, Democrats don't want to admit the president got a victory. Watch.
They are so afraid that this president is going to solve the crisis on the southern border that they have politicized for the last 30 years. And the truth is, both the Republicans and the Democrats had an opportunity to fix the crisis on the southern border and didn't do it. And when Donald Trump ran for office, he said he's going to build a wall down there. And if he doesn't build the wall, he's going to be held accountable. So what he said was, hey, Mexico, we're going to put a 5% tariff on you starting on Monday if you don't do something to fix it. You know what they did when he announced it? They showed up in the United States. They came to a resolution. They're putting 6,000 troops on the border because they don't want to see that tariff take place.